Let's start with what appears to be job done for President Moon Jae-in. For now, at least, working as the middleman, the South Korean leader has successfully threaded quite a delicate diplomatic needle, prompting his American counterpart Donald Trump to agree to a second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Presidents Moon and Trump also put pen to paper on their revised free trade deal on the sidelines of the ongoing UN General Assembly. Shin Se-min reports from New York.
The on-again, off-again talks between North Korea and the United States are officially back on. At Monday's summit between Presidents Moon Jae-in and Donald Trump, a tease on the next encounter between the leaders of North Korea and the U.S.
김정은 위원장도 트럼프 대통령에 대한 변함없는 신뢰와 기대를 그대로 밝히면서 트럼프 대통령만이 이 문제를 해결할 수 있기 때문에 트럼프 대통령과 오후에 만나서 트럼프 대통령과 함께 비핵화 과정을 조속히 끝내고 싶다라는 희망을 밝혔습니다.
And President Trump also pledging to meet with the North Korean leader very soon.
I think within a fairly pretty short period of time that'll be announced. It will be location to be determined, but we're both very much looking forward to having it. We are in no rush. There's no hurry. We got back 3 months ago or so. We've made more progress than anybody's made in ever, frankly, with regard to North Korea.
But one thing he revealed, their next meeting will not be held in Singapore like the first. Such a development on North Korea made possible as President Moon worked on bringing back a deal between Pyongyang and Washington, which had been on ice since their last summit in June. Presidents Moon and Trump also saw eye to eye on their bilateral free trade deal. The two sides inked an amended version of their 6-year-old FTA, promising efforts to implement a revised trade pact at an early date. With the signing, Seoul will double the number of American cars that meet U.S. safety rules, not Korean ones, to 50,000, while Washington will maintain a 25% tariffs on imports of South Korean-made light trucks until 2041. Shoring up the relations on the diplomatic issues with North Korea and on the bilateral economic level. One thing we know for sure from the summit between the leaders of South Korea and the U.S. is that there will be a redux of the Singapore summit, hopefully pushing efforts to denuclearize the Korean peninsula in the right direction. Shin Se-min, Arirang News, New York.